Welcome back to the channel today. We're diving into a topic that's both fascinating and chilling: celebrities and plastic surgery. Fame can bring glamour and sparkle, but it also comes with a magnifying glass, and some stars just can't resist tweaking their looks to stay in the spotlight. Unfortunately, some of these quests for beauty have turned into missteps. From faces frozen like statues to lips that look like they're auditioning for a bubble-blowing contest, the pursuit of perfection doesn't always end well. If you enjoy this topic, don't forget to leave comment number 1 to share your thoughts. We're eager to hear from you. Linda Evangelista, once hailed as the queen of the runway and a true supermodel of the 90s, had the world at her feet, boasting over 700 magazine covers to prove it. But even legends aren't immune to the allure of modern beauty treatments. In 2015 and 2016, Linda underwent 7 sessions of cool sculpting, a non-invasive procedure designed to freeze away stubborn fat. Unfortunately, her story didn't have a runway-ready ending. Instead of the fat disappearing, she developed a rare side effect known as paradoxical adipose hyperplasia, PAH. The fat not only remained, but grew larger, harder, and completely uncooperative. Areas like her chin, thighs, and chest became distorted permanently, altering the iconic contours that once defined her beauty. And here's the striking part: this condition affects less than 1% of patients, truly a rare complication. Linda tried to fix it with 2 corrective liposuction surgeries in 2016 and 2017, but her condition didn't improve. Instead, it brought more pain and prolonged recovery time. The supermodel who once defined beauty and glamour found herself retreating from the public eye, her career derailed, and her confidence shattered. It's a heartbreaking chapter in a legendary career. But if you think this story is shocking enough, just wait until you hear about the next celebrity whose beauty gamble didn't just fail, but literally left people speechless. Lisa Rinna, the bold and glamorous star of Days of Our Lives and The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, is no stranger to the allure and risks of cosmetic procedures. At just 20 years old, inspired by the movie Beaches, she underwent her first surgery in 1986. Her famously plump lips, achieved with permanent silicone fillers, quickly became her signature look. But as the saying goes, what goes up must come down, or in this case, harden. Over the years, the silicone caused swelling and uneven lumps, turning her once iconic lips into a cautionary tale. By 2010, after nearly 25 years battling these complications, Lisa sought out a specialist in Beverly Hills to remove some of the scar tissue, hoping to restore some balance to her appearance. Although this procedure provided some relief, the damage couldn't be fully undone, and her lips weren't the only stop on Lisa's cosmetic journey. She added Botox facial fillers and breast augmentations to her list of enhancements. However, the overuse of fillers caused her face to appear unnaturally tight and nearly unrecognizable to longtime fans. In 2024, facing waves of public criticism, Lisa candidly admitted her regrets, acknowledging that some fillers were unsuitable for her and needed to be dissolved. Despite her efforts to fix things, her transformation left an undeniable mark, turning her story into a hot topic of debate. Think this story is wild enough? The next star looked in the mirror and barely recognized themselves. Trust me, that's a story you won't want to miss. With a career spanning 6 decades, Kenny Rogers was not only a country music legend, but also an icon of smooth charm and strong masculinity. Known for hits like The Gambler and Islands in the Stream, Rogers possessed a voice that could soothe the soul and a style adored by fans worldwide. But as the years passed and the spotlight never dimmed, he faced a harsh reality: aging under the public eye. In the late 1990s, feeling the pressure to maintain his image, Rogers turned to plastic surgery, a gamble he would later come to regret. Among his procedures were facelift and eyelid lifts, but the results strayed far from harmony. His once natural features became permanently tight with overly elevated eyebrows that shocked his fans. The man who once embodied timeless masculinity now seemed like a stranger even to himself. Later on, Rogers admitted that these surgeries did not bring the rejuvenation he had hoped for and left him regretting the loss of his natural appearance. Though filled with regret, Kenny Rogers never lost his place in the hearts of his fans. He remained an enduring icon of country music and storytelling until his passing in 2020. His story serves as a powerful reminder that even legends struggle with the weight of time. As we move forward, the next star's battle against aging brings unforgettable consequences. If you want to explore this journey with me, leave a comment with number 2 and watch the video till the end. Exciting revelations await you. The iconic actress who captured hearts as Valine Ewing in the hit series Knots Landing once dominated the screen with radiant charm and undeniable talent. However, in her quest to stop time, Joan's journey through plastic surgery became a cautionary tale. It all began in 1991 with a nearly unnoticed nose job followed by eyelid surgery that left her eyes looking hollow and unnatural. Determined to maintain her youthful glow, Joan doubled down in the early 2000s with facelifts, Botox, and chemical peels. Unfortunately, instead of turning back the clock, these interventions caused her skin to become unnaturally tight and pale, with cheeks and mouth taking on an overly artificial appearance. By the 40th anniversary of Knots Landing in 2020, Joan's face had become a hot topic, with some comparing her appearance to melting wax, a harsh critique for a woman who once defined elegance. Joan's story serves as a sober reminder of the risks tied to excessive cosmetic procedures. Though her beauty may have changed, her legacy as a talented actress remains intact. Plastic surgery promises to preserve youth, but for Joan, it's a clear lesson. Sometimes less truly is more. Next up is another star whose battle against aging led to an unforgettable turning point. Maria del Rosario Cayetana, Fitzjames Stewart y Silva, the 18th Duchess of Alba, was no stranger to extravagance. As one of the most titled nobles in history, she held over 40 titles and lived a life of unparalleled privilege. Yet despite her vast fortune and prestigious lineage, her quest for eternal youth became a tragic hallmark in her later years. Beginning in the 1980s, the Duchess turned to plastic surgery to preserve her refined and noble features. Procedures like rhinoplasty facelifts, lip fillers, and Botox became her tools in the battle against time. However, these interventions, combined with her diagnosis of Melkerson-Rosenthal syndrome, a chronic condition causing persistent facial swelling, only exacerbated her appearance changes, intensifying the transformation she sought to prevent. Instead of restoring youthful beauty, the surgeries distorted her face, leaving her skin unnaturally tight and uneven. By the time of her third marriage at age 85, to a man 24 years her junior, Cayetana's appearance was nearly unrecognizable from her younger self. Her transformed face shocked the public and media alike, overshadowing the celebration of her love story. Despite her unparalleled wealth, the Duchess's cosmetic journey serves as a profound reminder that no amount of money can reverse time without consequences. The quest for eternal youth often leads down a path where identity and natural beauty are sacrificed. Up next is another story of beauty gone astray. Stay tuned. This one is truly remarkable. Once hailed as Italy's answer to Paris Hilton, Michaela Romanini embodied glamour and beauty throughout the 1990s. Her radiant appearance and lavish lifestyle quickly made her a social sensation. But her story soon turned into a cautionary tale about the excesses involved in the pursuit of eternal youth. Michaela ventured into the world of cosmetic enhancements, starting with collagen injections to plump her lips and Botox to smooth her skin. At first, these procedures seemed to preserve her allure, but that charm swiftly turned into an obsession. Over time, fillers and Botox began to distort her natural beauty, creating an unnatural and artificial appearance. Surgical interventions only worsened the situation, erasing much of the elegance that once defined her and leaving her nearly unrecognizable. Ironically, Michaela's efforts to look younger had the opposite effect, making her appear older than her actual age and turning her into a target of public ridicule. Her tragic transformation serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of overusing cosmetic procedures. While her story highlights the fine line between enhancement and excess, it also underscores the importance of embracing natural beauty and aging gracefully. As we continue, the next story unveils another tale of beauty, quests gone wrong. Stay tuned. Michael Jackson. The iconic music legend of the 20th century was renowned not only for his talent and unique performance style, but also for one of the most talked-about plastic surgery journeys in history. Starting in the 1980s, Michael's appearance began to change dramatically, marking a transformation from a dark-skinned young man with distinct traditional features to an increasingly lighter, slimmer, and markedly different image. The first procedure Michael openly admitted to was a rhinoplasty aimed at refining his nose to better harmonize with his facial structure. Over time, the number of nose surgeries increased, becoming an inseparable part of his evolving look. Beyond rhinoplasty, Michael also underwent chin augmentation, skin whitening treatments, and various facial reshaping procedures. Many believe he had multiple facelifts, as well as Botox and filler injections contributing to the complex and often debated changes in his appearance. Michael's changing skin tone sparked widespread controversy and speculation. He openly revealed that he suffered from vitiligo, a condition that causes loss of pigmentation, leading to his skin gradually lightening from dark to pale. However, the combination of this medical condition and cosmetic procedures created an image of Michael Jackson that was vastly different from his original appearance. Additionally, his hairstyles and eyebrows underwent multiple transformations, further contributing to his unique, almost legendary look. These changes were not only for aesthetic purposes, but also reflected his deep desire for self-expression and relentless creativity. Despite the controversy, there's no denying that Michael Jackson's plastic surgery journey became an inseparable part of his life and career story. It reflected the pressures, struggles, and desire for self-improvement within a harsh and ever-changing industry. Michael was not only a legendary artist, but also a complex symbol of transformation and reinvention, leaving a lasting impact on popular culture history. LaToya Jackson's transformation over the decades has left fans and critics alike astonished, not just for her musical talent, but for her dramatically changed, nearly unrecognizable face. Although she enjoyed notable solo success in the 1980s with her album, My Special Love LaToya, never reached the iconic status or influence of her legendary brother Michael Jackson. Instead of shining on stage like Michael, she ventured deeply into the world of plastic surgery, a journey that both impresses and serves as a stark warning about the price of perfection. Starting in the early 1990s with her first rhinoplasty, LaToya relentlessly experimented and refined her appearance through a series of procedures, including facelifts, cheek implants, chin reshaping, and filler injections, all aimed at creating a sharp, glossy image that left little trace of her original natural beauty. These interventions transformed her face into something wax-like, losing the softness and natural charm that once defined her allure. Eyelid surgery not only left her eyes looking unnaturally tight and lifeless, but also significantly restricted her facial expressions. Overly plumped cheeks and lips drastically altered LaToya's overall look, making her almost unrecognizable to many who remembered her former self. Her smile, once warm and inviting, became eerily compared to the Joker's, a haunting symbol of artificiality and unease. LaToya's journey with cosmetic surgery serves as a profound cautionary tale about the consequences of relentlessly chasing perfection. It also highlights the harsh pressures within the entertainment industry, where natural beauty and unique individuality can be sacrificed for extreme cosmetic procedures. She gradually lost the gentle charm and naturalness that once made her stand out, ultimately paying the price with her own identity. LaToya Jackson's story is a deeply human reminder that pursuing an ideal image can lead people to lose the most precious things, their authentic beauty, and the unique differences that define who they are. It is also a powerful lesson about self-acceptance and finding balance between enhancing one's appearance and preserving personal identity in a world that constantly demands endless perfection. Dolly Parton, the legendary country music icon with a dazzling career spanning over 5 decades, is known not only for her timeless hits, but also for her distinctive appearance, almost as if she stepped out of a cartoon world she once jokingly claimed as her goal. Dolly's signature style and radiant look have made her an unmistakable icon in the entertainment world, with many even considering her the most vibrant living cartoon character in the real world. However, to maintain her youthful vibrancy, Dolly has undergone various cosmetic procedures since the 1980s. Initially, she had surgeries such as rhinoplasty brow lifts and eyelid corrections to combat signs of aging. These changes helped her retain a youthful appearance, but also diminished some of the natural expressions that once contributed to her charm. Not stopping there, Dolly continued with procedures like chin reshaping facelifts and Botox injections, which made her skin smoother, but gradually lost its softness, replaced by a more noticeably artificial look. By the time she reached her 60s, she had additional facelifts to tighten the skin on her face and neck, resulting in a lively and youthful appearance, though some occasionally criticized her for looking a bit too plastic. What sets Dolly Parton apart and makes her so beloved is her open, humorous, and charming attitude toward her cosmetic journey. She views it as the price she pays to maintain her signature image and stand out in the entertainment industry. Dolly not only accepts but takes pride in her unique appearance and personal style, making her an irreplaceable icon. If anyone truly embodies a living cartoon character in real life, it's definitely Dolly Parton, a distinctive youthful beauty icon who always knows how to bring joy and brightness to the world around her. Goldie Hawn, the beloved actress known for her radiant and charming presence for over 5 decades, became the focus of attention when her appearance began to change unexpectedly and controversially. At the 2014 Oscars, many keen fans noticed that her once naturally glowing face now showed signs of slight asymmetry, creating a noticeable difference from her previous image. Cosmetic experts quickly analyzed the changes and suggested that Goldie had used Botox and fillers to plump her cheeks and under-eye areas. However, the results fell short of expectations as these areas became swollen and lost their natural balance. By 2017, her overly tight, shiny skin and constantly lifted eyebrows surprised many, leading to perceptions that her facial expressions had become too stiff and unnatural. Excessive facelifts around the jaw and cheek areas combined with eyelid surgery that removed too much skin resulted in Goldie having a perpetually surprised look, reducing the flexibility and naturalness of her face. Additionally, her nose appeared slimmer, likely due to surgical alteration, but the sudden change caused her to lose some of the distinctive features that had made her so memorable to fans. Goldie's efforts to fight the signs of aging instead of preserving her youthful charm seemed to backfire by dulling her natural grace and turning her once expressive smile into a stiff, less emotive expression. Fans still remember Goldie Hawn for her genuine natural allure, that quality that made her a Hollywood icon for decades. Goldie's story is not just about physical change, but also raises a profound question about the cost of chasing eternal youth. Could it be that in focusing so much on holding on to youth, people inadvertently lose the very charm and identity that set them apart? This serves as a deep and cautionary lesson, not only for celebrities, but for all of us on the journey to find beauty and confidence. Melanie Griffith, the actress famous for films like Working Girl and Body Double, once captured audiences' hearts with her natural and alluring beauty. However, under the heavy pressure of Hollywood's demand to maintain youthfulness at all costs, she began her cosmetic journey in the late 1990s, using Botox lip fillers and facelifts in hopes of preserving her youth. At first, these procedures yielded promising results, helping Melanie maintain a more youthful appearance than her actual age. But over time, excessive use of Botox and fillers caused inevitable negative effects. Her lips became overly full and unnaturally glossy, her skin smooth but tight and stiff, losing the softness and gentle charm she once had. The elegant and graceful features she once possessed gradually gave way to a nearly expressionless, emotionless face, leaving fans shocked by the unfamiliar image of her. By 2017, Melanie admitted that she herself didn't fully recognize the drastic changes in her face until friends and fans pointed out the clear differences. She tried to remedy the situation by removing some of the fillers, but the damage to her appearance and her career was not so easily erased. The beauty that once defined Melanie has now been overshadowed by the consequences of excessive cosmetic interventions. Melanie Griffith's story stands as a stark example of the immense pressure Hollywood stars face in their battle against aging and the passage of time. It is also a profound warning that sometimes, in the effort to hold on to beauty and youth through artificial means, people may lose the very identity and natural charm that once made them uniquely memorable to the public. Daryl Hannah, the star who made her name through classic films like Blade Runner and Splash, was once known as an icon of natural beauty and grace during the 1980s and 1990s. However, under the harsh pressures of the entertainment industry to maintain a youthful appearance, despite the passage of time, she embarked on a cosmetic journey marked by decisions that did not turn out as hoped, profoundly affecting both her image and career. In the early 2000s, rumors surfaced that Daryl had undergone eyelid surgery to combat sagging skin, a common move among celebrities striving to hold on to their youth. However, the results were far from what was expected. The area around her eyes became unusually tight, creating an unnatural, surprised look that diminished her natural charm. Not stopping there, Daryl continued with Botox lip fillers and facelifts, which caused her cheeks to become overly swollen and her lips overly full, out of harmony with the rest of her face. Over time, the radiant, natural beauty she once had was gradually replaced by a stiff, almost plastic appearance, a transformation that shocked and disappointed many fans. This increasingly unfamiliar look not only affected her personal image, but also had a negative impact on her acting ability, leading Daryl to gradually withdraw from the spotlight and Hollywood's attention. At age 60, while many still admire the artistic legacy she left behind, Daryl Hannah's unrecognizable appearance has caused the public to forget those artistic contributions, replacing them instead with stories about her controversial cosmetic journey. She decided to shift her focus, dedicating much of her time and passion to social activism and advocacy, where she found greater joy and fulfillment than the dazzling spotlight of the screen. Daryl Hannah's story is a powerful reminder of the high price many stars pay when chasing the dream of eternal youth in an industry that puts appearance above all else. It also serves as proof that natural beauty and authenticity can sometimes be far more valuable than all the lavish cosmetic procedures combined. Brigitte Nielsen. The tall Danish beauty was an iconic figure of the 1980s, with roles in Red Sonja and Rocky IV, standing out for her striking looks and strong presence. However, over time, the pressure of aging under the spotlight led her to pursue cosmetic surgery, a journey she openly documented. At age 44 on the reality show From Old to New, Brigitte underwent a series of procedures, including facelifts, eyelid surgery, Botox lip fillers, and liposuction. Although these initial changes seemed promising over time, the results told a different story. The facelifts made her skin appear shiny and plastic-like, while the eyelid surgery narrowed her once expressive eyes, giving them a mechanical and unnatural look. Now at 61, Brigitte says she is satisfied with her appearance, but it's clear that the surgeries have altered the distinctive features that once made her unforgettable. While the battle against aging helped her maintain a youthful look, it also somewhat dulled the personality and charm that had defined her as a star. Nevertheless, her confidence in her choices serves as a reminder that beauty is always evolving, and sometimes reinventing oneself is part of the journey. Suzanne Somers. The cheerful and friendly actress who won hearts as Chrissy Snow in the classic series Three's Company is renowned not only for her talent, but also for her natural beauty and radiant charm. However, in her effort to preserve youthfulness, despite the passage of time, her appearance has changed, significantly surprising many fans. Although Suzanne has always maintained that her youthful skin and vitality come from hormone therapy and natural supplements, many experts and fans remain skeptical about deeper cosmetic interventions. Aesthetic analysts believe she has undergone facelifts, which have made the skin around her jawline overly tight, along with Botox injections that have smoothed her forehead to the point of near expressionlessness, resulting in an unnatural look almost like a living doll. After much speculation, Suzanne also admitted to using fillers to plump certain areas of her face. However, she regretted that some of the filler migrated uncontrollably, leading to unsatisfactory results. These changes are especially noticeable in her increasingly full lips, a somewhat wider nasal bridge, and the disappearance of the nasolabial folds, classic signs of filler overuse. These alterations have made it difficult for many to recognize the actress who was once famous for her gentle, natural beauty. While Suzanne Somers remains a beloved and respected figure in the hearts of her fans, her story also serves as a powerful warning about the potential risks of excessive cosmetic procedures. It highlights the enormous pressure that stars, especially women in the entertainment industry, face to maintain a youthful and flawless image in the public eye. This pressure is not always easy to overcome and can sometimes lead to unpredictable consequences for both their health and their public persona. Caitlyn Jenner, a prominent icon known for her groundbreaking transgender journey, has attracted attention not only for her moving personal story, but also for her continuously evolving appearance over the years. In 2015, she underwent a lengthy 10-hour feminization surgery, which included complex procedures such as brow lifts, jaw contouring, rhinoplasty, and cheek implants. These interventions softened the facial features, giving her a more feminine look with a defined jawline and refined nose, marking an important first step in reshaping her appearance according to her wishes. However, Caitlyn didn't stop there. Over the following years, she continued to refine her look with filler injections in her lips and cheeks, as well as Botox to maintain youthfulness by smoothing her forehead and lifting her brows. While these enhancements helped her keep a fresh appearance, many have also noted that her face sometimes appears tight and unnatural, especially around the eyes and forehead. And Caitlyn's dramatic physical transformation not only stirred media frenzy, but also sparked mixed reactions from the public. Some praised her courage and determination to live authentically, while others criticized and even expressed concern over her increasing reliance on cosmetic procedures to maintain her appearance. Caitlyn Jenner's story is not just a personal beauty journey, but also reflects the complex relationship between cosmetic surgery and personal identity in today's world. It shows that changes in appearance are not merely physical issues, but deeply tied to experiences of acceptance, self-expression, and intense societal scrutiny. Caitlyn has become a symbolic figure, illustrating how such transformations are profoundly personal, yet constantly examined and judged by both the public and the media. Donatella Versace. The woman behind the iconic Italian luxury fashion empire has long been a symbol of opulence and glamour. However, in the 2000s, her striking appearance began to change, sparking debate among fans and critics alike. After the loss of her brother Gianni in the late 90s, Donatella's transformation became part of her story, alongside her legendary designs. One of the most noticeable changes was a slimmer nose, likely the result of rhinoplasty. But that was just the beginning. Over time, her once smooth, youthful skin became shiny and almost wax-like, an effect often seen with many facelifts. These procedures left her skin taut, but unnatural. Her lips, once soft, became overly full due to fillers fueling endless rumors. Her cheeks also appeared fuller, possibly from fillers or implants, while her eyes had a lifted, surprised look, likely the result of eyelid surgery. Altogether, these changes sparked controversy and were not always positively received. Despite this, Donatella continues to dominate the fashion world with bold confidence, but her story was just the beginning of another shocking transformation. Mickey Rourke, once a handsome Hollywood heartthrob, stepped away from the spotlight to enter the boxing ring, a decision that not only damaged his reputation, but also his appearance. Serious facial injuries sustained during his boxing career forced him to undergo multiple reconstructive surgeries, including 5 nose jobs and cheekbone repairs. However, the results could not restore the striking looks that had made him famous. Mickey's face became swollen and rounded with fuller cheekbones, but lacking the symmetry of his prime. Overuse of Botox and fillers left his forehead and lips shiny and unnatural. Fans remain divided. Some sympathize with the surgeries he was forced to undergo, while others criticize his changed appearance. Mickey has openly admitted that he chose the wrong surgeon. Despite the changes in his looks, his talent remains intact. His powerful performance in The Wrestler proves that his acting skills are still sharp, showing that while appearances may change, true talent never fades. Mickey's story is a testament to resilience and a warning that even the strongest fighters can take blows that are hard to recover from. Janice Dickinson. One of the original supermodels who once captivated the world with her natural beauty and undeniable charm, embarked on her journey with cosmetic surgery quite early, starting in her 30s, when she decided to get a breast augmentation, the beginning of a long and continuous series of complex beauty procedures. Over the years, Janice has undergone numerous treatments, such as facelifts, liposuction, and regular Botox injections, resulting in skin so smooth it almost appears waxy. While these interventions helped her maintain a youthful appearance, they also erased many of the natural features that originally made her an icon to fashion enthusiasts. In particular, cheek implants to create sharper contours along with the use of Botox and fillers have left her face looking stiff, losing the warmth and radiant presence that once defined Janice's fame. Despite facing countless criticisms, Janice has maintained her bold and outspoken demeanor and has never expressed regret for her decisions. That same outspokenness was evident when she willingly appeared on the show Botched to repair a failed breast augmentation from over 3 decades prior, showing she wasn't afraid to confront and even bravely face her past. However, this pursuit of perfection was neither easy nor cheap. By 2013, the costs of numerous cosmetic procedures had plunged Janice into overwhelming debt, forcing her to file for bankruptcy. This marked a difficult chapter in the legendary supermodel's life and served as a stark warning about the financial and emotional toll anyone trying to defy time and nature's course might face. Janice Dickinson is a vivid testament to the intersection of beauty youth and the unavoidable sacrifices on the path to maintaining youth against all odds. Pixie Fox, widely known as the living cartoon, has taken the art of cosmetic surgery to an astonishing level, impressing even top Hollywood special effects experts. Since 2011, she has undergone over 200 various cosmetic procedures to transform herself into a Disney princess-like figure from a fairy tale. But Pixie's journey is not just about physical transformation. It's also an inspiring story of pushing human limits, exploring perseverance, determination, and the considerable price she's willing to pay to make her dream a reality. Initially, Pixie focused on striking and noticeable changes like breast augmentation to a 30J cup and reshaping her nose and ears to create a flawless, uniquely feminine appearance. However, what truly captured people's attention was her decisive trip to South Korea, where she chose to have her jawline reshaped to achieve a sharp, angular face reminiscent of the cartoon characters she admired. This was no simple decision. It demanded extraordinary courage and a strong will due to the significant potential risks of such surgery. Not stopping there, Pixie also ventured into an extremely rare and dangerous procedure, eye color change surgery. This method sparks intense controversy in the medical community and is even banned in many countries due to the risk of serious damage to vision and eye health. Despite knowing the potential dangers, she was determined to undergo it to achieve the bright blue eyes of cartoon dolls, an essential part of the living cartoon image she was building. However, Pixie's journey has not only brought prominence and attention, but has also come with serious health issues. She has faced numerous complications, long-term effects from undergoing hundreds of consecutive surgeries, serving as a warning to anyone contemplating such extreme self-alteration. This is a stark reminder of the true cost of pursuing beauty in an unconventional way and the necessity of careful consideration before deciding to embark on this path. Recently, in a surprising yet significant turn, Pixie expressed a desire to reverse some of her changes, returning to a more natural appearance, a decision that surprised many and raised questions about the balance between artificial beauty and one's true essence. This can be seen as a new journey, not just a physical recovery, but also a maturation in her self-perception, in her quest for harmony between personal identity and social acceptance. Pixie Fox's story goes beyond the scope of mere cosmetic surgery. It's a profound discussion about beauty self-expression and the limits humans are willing to cross to find themselves and be recognized. Through each step and each change, Pixie has not only redefined modern beauty, but also inspired many, especially those who dare to be true to themselves, even if it makes them different and leads to challenges. Anastasia Pokraschuk is a social media personality known for holding the world record for the largest cheeks. Over the course of 6 years, she has spent thousands of dollars on Botox fillers and plastic surgery to achieve her unique look. For Anastasia, her large cheeks are more than just a physical change. They are a personal statement, reflecting her unique perspective on beauty, which goes beyond traditional standards. She believes that beauty is an expression of individuality, and she is confident in her own skin despite her appearance. Anastasia's distinctiveness and boldness have naturally drawn controversy and mixed reactions. Many view her with skepticism, even criticism suggesting that such an extreme inflation of her cheeks is dangerous for her health and could harbor unforeseen risks. Some experts have even hypothesized that this unusual beauty preference might stem from deeper issues like body dysmorphic disorder, a condition where individuals may not recognize unhealthy changes in their bodies or even unresolved psychological and emotional issues. However, such talk seems only to strengthen her resolve on the path she has chosen. Anastasia consistently emphasizes that beauty is a personal journey, requiring no one else's approval or acceptance. She acknowledges that whether loved or hated, her influence and impact on the beauty sphere are undeniable. She is redefining the rules of beauty not just in terms of physical alteration, but also in the mindset and perception of beauty, a deeply personal revolution that powerfully shatters traditional norms. On social media, Anastasia has attracted a large following, both admirers and critics, creating a vibrant community that debates modern beauty, the right to freely choose one's appearance, and diversity in beauty standards. She harnesses the power of digital platforms to convey her message, not only through images, but also through her genuine, outspoken, and inspiring personal stories and experiences. Anastasia's journey is not just a tale of appearance or cosmetic surgeries, but also a testament to personal freedom, the courage to confront prejudice, and the perseverance to pursue one's truest self. She has become an inspiration to many, especially those who feel constrained by societal norms and are seeking their own distinctiveness and identity. While her path may not be for everyone, and despite the numerous differing opinions, one thing is undeniable: Anastasia Pokraschuk has been and continues to write a vibrant new chapter in the story of modern beauty, a story of boldness, difference, and the power of the individual in this increasingly diverse and complex world. Carrot Top, whose real name is Scott Thompson, is a well-known actor and comedian famous for his energetic personality and outstanding comedic performances. Despite achieving considerable success in his career, his changing appearance has sparked speculation about plastic surgery as he entered his 50s. Carrot Top's look has fluctuated over time, from thin to muscular and back to thin again, raising questions about whether the changes were due to lifestyle choices or cosmetic surgery. In response to these rumors, Carrot Top has strongly denied having undergone any plastic surgery, insisting that his appearance is the result of lifestyle changes and a consistent workout routine. Lil Kim, once hailed as the Queen Bee, rose to fame alongside Notorious B.I.G., leaving an indelible mark on the music industry. However, her career path has since taken a different turn. From a vibrant star with natural charisma, Lil Kim's transformation is now more associated with her numerous cosmetic surgeries than with her musical talent. Her face and lips now bear little resemblance to her former self, leaving even her most loyal fans questioning her identity. In an industry where reinvention is often celebrated, Lil Kim's dramatic transformation raises questions about the pressure to stay relevant, especially with the emergence of artists like Nicki Minaj. Lil Kim's story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of chasing an unattainable beauty standard. Cardi B, the American rapper known for her music that resonates with audiences of all ages, is as candid in real life as she is in her lyrics. In a recent Instagram live session, Cardi B opened up about her recent surgery to remove the buttock fillers, which were primarily composed of 95% biopolymer. She described the process as challenging and issued a strong warning to her fans, urging them never to opt for such a dangerous procedure under any circumstances. Cardi B shared that she felt pressured to get the procedure while she was a stripper and paid $800 to have it done in her basement. The procedure is dangerous because the fillers can spread throughout the body, and her surgeon was reportedly involved in a death from similar injections. It's important to note that while Cardi B is against biopolymers, that doesn't mean she's against plastic surgery in general. She has openly admitted to getting a nose job, explaining that she wasn't happy with her father's nose and decided to change it. Cardi B believes that if you're unhappy with an aspect of yourself, you have the right to change it, but it's important to do it safely. Thanks for watching. There's more to come in the next videos, so stay tuned. Thanks and goodbye.